Today, we're bringing you everything Champions League. It's that time. It's come round once again. It seems like an age since the group stage closed.
Yeah, I'm excited, mate. Arsenal Champions League knockout for the first time since, I'm going to put a date, 2017. I might have made that up, but
That's
feels
recent.
right.
That's like 7 years.
Yeah, we haven't been out of it for that long. I know
It feels like 10 years.
Come on, but
It feels like ages.
we'll talk about Arsenal in due course. Should we talk about, so we're recording this on Tuesday night. You'll be seeing this Wednesday night, which means our £100 classic football shirt giveaway voucher giveaway thing is done. The winner will be announced soon. So cross your fingers, cross your toes. Shout out to everybody that got involved. But yeah, we're talking about Champions League. Tonight, Man City are playing Copenhagen.
They are indeed. How do they always draw Copenhagen? Or Young Boys? Or whoever? Man City just have the route to the final
Yeah, I don't
laid
like
out
it.
for them. It's an easy Man City dub for me. It's going
Copenhagen, though, in that group with Manchester United, Bayern Munich, and Galatasaray, they put up a little bit of a surprise package. They look good. They got that who's that 18-year-old Rooney Bargi that apparently is meant to be like the next Messi. I think Copenhagen they won't get slapped. I don't think.
No. I mean,
think it's
it
gonna
depends
be-
what mood Man City are in.
That's true. They against Everton, the last few games, I think so. Since when was it? I saw a stat. Since something, Man City are like unbeaten in like 8, all wins. What would have happened?
Rodri coming back?
Maybe I don't know. Something happened and they've kind of kicked up a notch. Oh, since the Club World Cup is what it was.
Right. Okay.
So I think they're unbeaten in 8, and so yeah, like you said, they got their big boys back. De Bruyne and Haaland back.
Yeah, De Bruyne's back, Haaland's back.
2 goals on the
Rodri's
weekend. Yeah.
having a full run in the team. I mean, after his suspension. John Stones is back.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they are just looking a bit more formidable now. We spoke about them last week podcast.
They're the kind of team to just get a run and fly to the end of the season.
I mean, it's literally just the Man City thing to do, isn't it? Just from February onwards, just absolutely rinse the league. And I think they'll go and do that. And I think they'll continue to do it in the Champions League. For me, I think they're still favourites for it. I think they've got too much depth, too much quality. And they've done it once.
Quality.
What's it AJ says? The first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
My head went AJ Tracy for some reason.
Yeah.
But I back that. I think they are, like you said, the favourites. But
And they're favourites in this game very much. I mean, it's
Shout
going to
out
be a no
Copenhagen.
contest for me. It'd be a very big, probably maybe one of the biggest
Upsets.
shocks. Yeah, upsets in
We'll
Champions
take
League
it.
history with Man City, if Man City were to be knocked out by Copenhagen. But stranger things have happened. We have seen it. And yeah.
another tasty tie tonight, last night for you guys, is RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid. I think this is one of the picks of the round of 16, in my opinion. I think RB Leipzig, they're a weird one. I haven't seen them get very far in the Champions League, I don't think.
But they're always there.
But they're always there, and they put up a show. In the group stage, they took Man City toe for toe. What was it? I think they drew 2-2 or lost 3-2. But they've got some players. They got Luis Openda. They got Xavi Simons. Danny Olmo. They've got a lot of good players, and Real Madrid. I might be wrong. Is Jude Bellingham injured at the moment? I could be.
No, I
chatting
think
shit. Did he just
scored
come back?
2. He scored a brace and got an assist in their last game.
Vinny Jr. Is he out?
Someone. I don't know. I mean, for me, Real Madrid are the obvious favourites here, and it's their competition. They are the Champions League boys. They've got Don Carlo at the helm. They've got Jude Bellingham being the most clutch player, maybe the best player in world football at the minute.
They are stacked.
I don't really see Leipzig getting past them, but Leipzig are a very good team, like you said. They score a lot of goals.
Yeah, I think, and another injury I know they have, Rudiger's out. So I think on the weekend, Leipzig played Danny Carvajal at left-sided centre-back. Don't know if that's going to happen in the Champions League, but I think they're a little bit light defensively. So, and like you said, Leipzig, they score a lot of goals. They
played Granada, didn't they?
Yeah, and their attacking talent at Leipzig is frightening. And if we catch Leipzig on a good old night, this could be one of the upsets, I think, because I don't know. It's attack versus attack. I think there'll be goals
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be
Goal fest tonight, mate.
6 goals, mate. Following on from that, we've got PSG versus Real Sociedad, which I think is going to be quite a tasty tie. Real Sociedad, no one really gave them much of a hope in the...
And they were top of their group. I think unbeaten. I might have made that up, but I think
David Silva?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he's doing bits. I mean, they performed really well in La Liga last season, hence why they got into the Champions League.
And then PSG, I think there's turmoil at PSG at the moment with...
When isn't there?
That's true. Mbappe, there's links that apparently he's signed a deal at Real Madrid, and then there's other reports saying that he's unhappy, or his agent, his mum, is unhappy with the deal that Real Madrid put forward, and that, I don't know, turmoil. Also, apparently there's beef with Luis Enrique, and like apparently that some of the players don't think he's the guy.
That club is just toxic.
So, I don't know.
I mean,
their remit is always go as far as you can in the Champions League.
I mean, that's what they need to do, is win the Champions League, really, isn't it? That's the goal for every manager that goes there.
The league doesn't really matter to PSG.
But yeah, I don't know. This one it might be my my tip for upset of the round. But
yeah, I don't know.
Would you be surprised if Sociedad went and done it over PSG?
Nah, it's a weird one. PSG on their day, frightening team.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is my pick of the round. I think Sociedad might do PSG.
Let's go. Next. Oh, this is a good little tie. Lazio versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, who got slapped on the weekend against Bayern Leverkusen.
Do you see Frimpong's goal?
Yeah, nice. Did you see Thomas Muller's reaction?
Outrage.
He was like...
Seeing Thomas Muller rattled is
mad.
the greatest thing in football, because he's a weapon.
And then the storyline that Harry Kane leaves Spurs to join Bayern Munich for easy trophies, to not get a trophy in his first season, would be crazy. Or does he not get the Bundesliga, but does he win the Champions League?
No.
Oh, man.
He doesn't. I mean, this team conceded goals to Man United.
Yeah, that's
Man United, who couldn't buy a goal. I think this team doesn't know... It plays without freedom. I think that's what Thomas Muller said as well. It's like, you've got great players on the pitch, but we don't play with freedom.
Yeah.
We don't play... We don't use our footballing IQ. Yeah, I don't know. They're not as dominant as I thought they would be. Like, Harry Kane, obviously, he joined them, and he couldn't stop scoring, but they conceded a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they're 5 points behind Bayern Leverkusen in the league.
It's a
but
tricky
Thomas
one, isn't it? They've got talent.
Thomas Tuchel's a manager who knows how to win the Champions League.
And I think he's one of those managers that I think is built for tournament football. I think he's good at just getting like one-off results. And I don't know, Lazio are an interesting package. Maurizio Sarri's Lazio. He's a
cool guy.
He's a guy. But yeah, I don't know. I think Bayern will just kind of steamroll this. I think
it's too early for Bayern to make a hiccup, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take their Bundesliga form into the Champions League. I think they're always built different in the Champions League. You're right there, mate.
Yeah, sorry, just fixing my shoe.
But yeah, I think Bayern Munich, easy dub.
Wait,
I think
tasty little game coming up next, though. PSV versus Dortmund.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I think PSV are a little bit underwhelming for what I saw in the group stages. But Jadon Sancho, yeah. I don't know. I think, yeah, it could be tasty.
I don't know. This is
that reeks of Europa League to me. So.
This is like prime FIFA career mode. Like, you always see this in some European competition. But I don't know. Maybe it's Dortmund. I think Dortmund might have just have a little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say I'm massively clued up on PSV.
It's a good chance though for one of these teams to get into the quarterfinals, which we haven't seen for a while, maybe.
Yeah, I back it, but I think for me the tie of the round of 16 is Inter Milan versus Atletico Madrid.
You think?
Diego Simeone going back to Inter Milan where he was as a player. I think Inter Milan flying in Serie A and Atletico Madrid decent in La Liga. I think attack versus attack, even though Simeone is obviously like a defensive manager, I think Morata's looking good at the moment. Griezmann, I'm seeing people shout Griezmann's like the best player in the world right now.
Maybe it's my La Liga knowledge lacking, but
I think this will be a tasty little tie.
Atletico are always there or thereabouts. They're always difficult to beat. We know that's how Simeone does it. Inter Milan, last year's finalist, losing out to Man City. It's I don't know. It's a good tie. Where are Inter sitting in Serie A at the minute?
Top of the league, or is it Juve? I don't know. No, it's Inter Milan.
No, it is Inter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is the tie of the round. Who are you picking?
I'm going into Milan. I think I had when we did our Champions League kind of predictions. I think I had it in Milan as my dark horse.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing. I think Inzaghi's a good manager. I think they're doing well in the market. I think they got who they signed recently on a free. They're getting Zielinski on a free and Mehdi Taremi on a free.
Okay.
I think they're nice little outfit at the moment. And I'm back in Inter. I think, but it'll be a good. I think it's a good little tie.
You can never really write Atletico off though. I mean, and second leg at Atletico's. That's a tough place to go. I don't know. Maybe I might back Atletico. It's my dark horse.
Come on,
you know.
And my favourites for the Champions League up next: Porto versus Arsenal. We're back, baby. Although I saw. Is this correct? They're unbeaten. No, they've only lost 2 home games all season. Porto. So going.
But they haven't played Arsenal yet.
So going to Porto for the first leg, I think could be a tricky one for the boys. But we're off the back of 2 fucking honking in a good way results.
Yeah, I mean, off the
slapped
back of
Liverpool, who top of the Premier League. Everybody's saying best thing since sliced bread. Not me. Nah, we had you like Liverpool.
They are good, but I also said Man City were favourites still.
And we slapped them, and then West Ham, who we've lost to twice this season, slapped them for 6, mate.
Genuinely, I looked at my phone. I wasn't even watching it. I thought it was going to be a boring game.
It was rude.
1-0, I thought, that's it.
I was panicking.
And then about 30 seconds later, it was 4-0. What? But yeah, Arsenal will feel confident going away to Porto. I think you're going to come off this strong. I think you're going to blow them away. They're not going to know what's hit them. But yeah, the real question is for me, I question the mentality.
The mentality?
Nah, I'm kidding. It's
I think we're there, mate. I think what I'm seeing on the TL is that a lot of people are backing Arsenal as like more favourites for the Champions League than the Premier League.
Yeah, I think you could beat anyone on your day. I just don't know. Maybe it's the slip-ups I'm more worried about in the league.
Yeah.
I think on your day, I think you're rising to the occasion. We're seeing it every game, beating Man City.
I think in big games, there's not a lot of teams that can handle us.
I mean, you beat Man City twice this season.
My worry is that if we pull Man City in the Champions League.
Yeah, but you can beat them.
Jeez!
You can beat them. I mean, on your day, you can literally slap anyone about. The question is, for me, is it an over-reliance on Bukayo Saka? Maybe not, because look at everyone chipping in with the contributions lately.
Declan Rice scoring screamers.
The length of the season is the issue for me.
Yeah.
If you see an injury to a Saliba again, you see an injury to maybe even a Ben White, you see an injury to a Rice, you see an injury to a Saka.
Stop saying these things, man.
Or Martinelli, I feel like any one of those could blow your season, of course, very quickly. Whereas Man City, I see it far less. Your individual performances and your team performances have been brilliant, but I think they come hand in hand. I think maybe this is too much of an Arsenal deep dive for a Champions League episode, but this is your competition. I think
I'm backing it. I think if we get past Porto, I think that is a good kind of what's it called, like litmus test.
Yeah.
For how we if we pulled like a fucking Bayern Munich straight out the group stage. Classic Arsenal, I reckon we bottle that for some reason. Even though I know we're good.
It's the good next step.
It's like a
intermediary step.
Dip your toe into the deep end, and then I want to pull like a PSG and I want to slap them about.
Or maybe a Barca, something like that.
Oh mate, give me Barca. I said this in the last episode when we were saying, "Oh, Barca that good," and I said literally pretty much everybody that topped their group, and then I said, who did I say in that Newcastle group? I think I said everyone apart from AC Milan maybe would go to Barca and slap them up.
Yeah.
Next round of 16 tie, Napoli versus Barcelona. Napoli versus Barcelona. That is another juicy tie.
Yeah, but is it? I mean, Barca aren't the same team that they were. There's a lot of turmoil at that club. You've got Napoli who fallen off. Really, I think they're lounging about mid-table in the Italian Serie A.
I think it'll be a good game in the sense.
It's 2 big clubs.
2 big clubs play good football. But yeah, both kind of like disappointing. Obviously, Xavi's leaving at the end of the season. Barcelona are kind of an unknown quantity at the moment. They don't know who their manager's going to be.
Back.
Yeah, from AFCON, yeah. So
off the back of that fat L
in the final.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be a good game. I actually don't know who I back. I think maybe Napoli.
Yeah,
Go
this
on,
goes
Napoli.
either way for me. I mean, it depends who turns up on the day, doesn't it? I mean, I really can't pick between these two teams. There's such unknown quantities against it. I don't really know what their levels are at the minute. But they have so much talent within their squad that either one of them could go out and absolutely run riot in one of the legs.
Yeah, Barca.
And then suddenly they've got overcome like a 4-0.
No, I'm back in Napoli, I reckon. I reckon Barca, they're a fragile club, mate.
Fragile mentality.
Yeah, 100%. So, who you backing as your dark horse?
For me, my dark horse. Would Arsenal be considered a dark horse?
Yeah, I'll back it. I think I
Yeah.
had Arsenal as my dark horse, actually.
Yeah, maybe Arsenal probably the dark horse. I think it's going to be between City and Bayern.
Yeah, for me,
the
it's
title.
City and Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid are always there or thereabouts, but I see a mistake in them.
Right, so your top three.
My top three, my favourites to win, Man City.
Yes.
My second favourites are Bayern Munich. My outsider, Arsenal.
Come on. I'm going Man City, then Arsenal, then Real Madrid.
Ooh,
With
okay.
a little bit of spice for
I mean,
Inter Milan.
Let's put our future perspective goggles on for a minute here. Let's just think about what it would mean to Arsenal, who have been out of the competition for however many years,
I'd shit my pants live on
to
video.
go even into a semi-final, which I think would be a great achievement for Arsenal.
It would.
For that young squad, and then to go up against the likes of a Bayern Munich or a Real Madrid. That's unbelievable.
Oh,
I mean,
I get
you look at the
goosebumps
teams in the
thinking about
competition that are left, yeah? Man City, I think the best team left in the competition. Real Madrid and Bayern are probably on an even keel for me. But I don't think Arsenal are that far behind. I think they might even be more consistent or better than PSG.
Yeah, I'd say right now we're a better team than PSG. Right now we're a better team than
Inter.
Napoli and Barca.
Then
I think we're probably at Inter's level. Inter top,
Are you though?
top of the league.
The only difference
And Inter
between
got
Inter,
final last season.
their club is they're in European competition like every year.
Yeah.
Like and not just European competition, but they're always in like or around the Champions League.
Well, they got to the final last season, and in my opinion, we're the better team in the final.
Yeah,
They went toe-to-toe with Man
yeah.
City, and if Lukaku wasn't an absolute donkey, he probably would have won the game.
The one where like bounced off.
Yeah,
and
he
went
just
wide.
like headed it clear
Yeah.
for some reason. But yeah, Inter Milan are a good side, you know. So I'd say I'd be interested if we pulled Inter Milan how we'd do that. But yeah, I think obviously it all depends who pulls who. I don't know how they do the next round. Are you allowed to play in the quarterfinals? Are you allowed to play teams from your same league? Or
Yeah, I
is it,
think so.
is
I think
it-
it's no whole bar.
As long as we don't get Man City, I'm happy with anyone. But
Yeah.
Champions League, let us know. Who are your top three? Give us some percentages, mate. We like percentages. I've got Man City like 80% chance to win. And then I'm going...
I don't think it's that clear cut. 80%.
That's a bit rude, actually. I'll go 75.
They've lost like 4 games this season.
That's still not a lot, though.
I
With
mean,
a
it's
lot of
more
players
than
out.
Arsenal and it's more Liverpool, no?
Nah. What, all comps? What are we talking?
Oh yeah, well, Liverpool is
We've
still
lost
in all
quite a
comps,
lot.
aren't they? Liverpool have lost like 2 games all season.
But yeah, I'll go Man City like 7. I think they will just batter most teams. 70, especially in the two-leggers. The two-leggers, they just
Mate,
suffocate.
I mean, this is probably their last chance to get a Champions League trophy before they get hit by all the charges, and they're playing in the Egg Cup
Come
in
on.
the National League. So yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm going
to
Man
me-
City 75%.
would that
Arsenal
make them the most dominant team of the
decade, yeah.
decade?
100%.
Yeah, must be. I mean,
Arsenal 15%, Real Madrid 10%. I don't know if that adds up, but
15. So you got
Yeah, I think you did.
105%.
come on. But yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, for me, it's going to be interesting. Let us know down below who's winning the Champions League. Who's winning it? I want to know top scorer.
yeah. Who's up there at the moment? Haaland,
Haaland's got a bit
Hoyland's up there until Man United got knocked out.
there.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, Harry Kane could be it. Jude.
Shout out Jude, man.
Yeah, he's just scoring goals for fun. Fun. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let us know down below who is your dark horse to win the Champions League.
Stick about. We're doing a video. We've got another video coming out this week as well. Double upload week. Come on. We're talking about a team that is not in the Champions League. Hopefully, will never ever win the Champions League.
But may have come closer to than Arsenal in the last decade.
But we're talking about Spurs. All things Spurs.
Yeah, we'll be talking all things Spurs. So yeah, make sure you do stick around. But anyway, yeah.
Shout out the Champions League, man. It feels good to be back.
It's been-
Knockouts.
yeah.
Suck your mum.
Scary times. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We BoreDraw, and it's live.